Hey, what up guys? How you doing? Today what I thought I would bring to you is a custom, a concept, a created by me version of the squad building challenges that we can expect to see in FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. Now of course, the game itself is not out yet. That's why I've made a concept version via Photoshop. I've literally sat there for hours and hours making every little detail as good as I can remember it, or from what I've seen on the FUT live stream. So we have a FIFA 17 squad building area. The left hand side I've made like a custom David Luiz challenge. So if you know anything about the squad building challenges, EA have told us that sometimes they will be, you'll have a certain list of requirements, and if you complete these requirements, you exchange the players that you've put into the squad building challenge for a reward or 2 or 3 different rewards, something like that. Sometimes it could be pack related, sometimes it could be just coins as a reward, and sometimes it could be a combination of all that, and maybe even a special item, which is that blue and purple absolutely amazing looking thing that we've seen on the FUT live stream and on the various videos that have come out about it. So yeah, I've spent a bunch of time making these graphics, and I wanted to show you, based on what I played at Gamescom, like an idea of how it could work, what you need to do, and try and get you guys to realize that you're really going to be giving these players away in order to receive the rewards. So let's get cracking. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button right at the start of the video, that would be awesome. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more of this type of stuff, and let me know in the comments section if you think this was a good idea, and if so, before FIFA 17 comes out, would you like me to do another challenge? And maybe you could leave me a list of requirements in the comments section that I would need to fulfill. So, as you can see, we are on the squad screen right now. It is a completely blank FIFA 17 squad. On the left-hand side, you can see that we are taking part in the Luiz Challenge, the hashtag David Luiz Challenge. And we have a list of requirements. If we can fulfill these requirements and submit the squad, then we will win some rewards here. These are all, of course, fake rewards. I'm making them up. It is just for a concept video. But if we complete it, we'll get 50,000 coins on FIFA 17. We'll get a jumbo gold pack and 1 squad building challenge special David Luiz item. Of course, he is a massive signing going back to Chelsea, and I've given him a boost on his what we've seen as an 84 rated Luiz in FIFA 17. So let's try and complete this and, well, win the challenge. So, my requirements for the challenge. I need a squad which has a minimum of 8 nationalities and 4 leagues exactly. That might be quite tough to do. We need, of course, 11 players in the squad. Sometimes squad building challenges won't require every single position to be filled. Some will be locked, but in this case today, we need all 11 players. All of those 11 players need to be gold players, and the team overall rating needs to be a minimum of 81. So that's like a 5-star team. And the chemistry has to be at least 93 overall. So we don't need to build a full-on 10 chem hybrid, or 100 chem hybrid, should I say. We just need to make it work. So my first idea was to put a relatively high-rated goalkeeper in that probably won't be worth that many coins. I've gone with Moya from Atletico Madrid. There is a reason I've gone for this player. It's because we need to start building chemistry, and we need to use players that, 1, are slightly higher rated because we have to reach a minimum of an 81 squad rating, and 2, I know that there's a couple of centre-backs for this team that are different nationalities, so we can get strong links and build the chemistry whilst trying to complete the requirements of getting 8 nationalities into this squad. So Moya comes in, and then at the 2 centre-back spots, I'm going to use 2 more Atletico Madrid players. I've gone with Savic and I've gone with Jimenez because both of these players are from different, quite obscure nationalities, so we're unlikely to come across them again in the video. And well, they're relatively high rated. They're around the 80 rated mark, which is what we want this squad to be in the end. So far we haven't ticked any of the requirements, but we are well on our way. I also need to fulfill the requirement of exactly 4 leagues. So I've done with the Spanish league now. Let's get get someone from a different league in, and I've gone with Florenzi from Roma. So a relatively decent rated Italian gold right back who plays in Serie A. I know that I'm probably going to be able to find someone with a good link to him, like a green link, so that should be good. And let's move on. What have we done now? We're going to stick in Strootman because he plays for Roma, just like Florenzi, so he gets that strong link. But it is yet another nationality coming into the squad. We are working on these requirements as we're going along. And of course, we will be discarding these players at the end in order to submit and receive the rewards. So, I know this is just a graphical video that I've made on Photoshop, but in the real game, you guys would be discarding these players. So, we've got 5 nationalities out of 5 players, and we've got strong links going on as well. So this is good so far. We're looking likely to complete this. Moving on to the next screenshot then. We bring in a left back, a nice high rated left back that's really going to help boost the rating of our team. Ricardo Rodriguez from Werder Bremen or Wolfsburg. I think it's Wolfsburg. I always get those two clubs mixed about because their badges are so similar. They both play in green and white. I am sorry if I'm getting it wrong. But Ricardo Rodriguez comes into the squad. He's very high rated, and he's never been the quickest of fullbacks on the game, so typically he doesn't go for as much as some of the quicker ones in different leagues and that type of thing. So I'm happy to discard him. But we of course need to probably build on the Bundesliga side of things on the left hand side. We need to go Serie A on that right hand side, and then we need another league for the cam and the striker. And of course we need to get good chem. We need to get a high rating on the team. So we add someone in the Bundesliga that isn't necessarily going to get full chem in the end. An orange link there to Fabian Johnson, but he's a lower rated player which I can happily discard. You know, a lot of the other wingers in the Bundesliga are high rated and very valuable, so I wouldn't want to say put a Frank Ribery in there or something like that, or a Royce, because at the end of the day I'm winning 50k coins, a pack and a David Luiz. You've got to try and make it so that it's still financially viable for you, of course. The next move we make is going to complete a couple of the requirements. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in at the moment, all of 7 different nationalities. Let's put an 8th player in of a different nationality again and complete some requirements. So if I stick Olivier Giroud in, a lesser valued but higher rated player in a different league with a different nationality, as you can see on that left hand side, we've ticked 2 of the boxes. So we now have a minimum of 8 nationalities. It doesn't matter who the rest of the players that fill in are now, as long as it doesn't matter if they're the same nationality. We've got the minimum requirement. We just need to work on the chemistry, and we've got exactly 4 leagues in. So those 3 spots that are left, as long as we don't stick any players from different leagues in, we should be able to complete this challenge. So moving on, Luis Gustavo comes in to complete the Bundesliga side of things. He won't get full chemistry, but he is a player, again, he's a decent player, and it has to bring the rating up, of course, being an 84 overall, but he's never cost that much on Ultimate Team. So again, I'm happy to let him go, knowing that I'm going to get this awesome David Luiz at the end of it, and 50k coins and a pack. To complete the Serie A side of things, we've brought in Candreva, who again is a relatively averagely priced player, but he is a nice high rating. 83 there brings our overall squad rating at the moment to 79, which is very close to what we need it to be, and we have 89 chemistry now. So if we get someone in the Premier League to link up to Giroud and get a bit of chemistry there, we might tip it over that rating, and of course over the chemistry of a minimum of 93 to complete this challenge. I'm very much expecting the next player we put in will complete all of our requirements, and as long as it's a gold player, and which means we will complete gold players, number of players 11, and of course the chemistry and the overall rating. Let's see what we can do. So we've added in Dele Alli right now, and well, as you can see, oh no, we haven't quite completed the challenge. We have got 11 gold players in, so that's 2 of the requirements met, and we have got a minimum of 93 chemistry. As you can see, this team right here, some players are on 7 chem, but we're up to 95 chemistry overall, and we've completed the squad. But as you can see, our team rating is still a 4.5 star 80 rated squad, when the requirement is that we need it to be an 81 overall. So Dele Alli's not quite going to cut it. I know he's going to be a player that is going to be packed a lot because of his relatively low rating, so that might bring his price down and you'd be happy to get rid of him, but he's not quite high enough rated. We need someone else from the Premier League that is going to make this work. So let's try someone else. As you can see, if we stick in someone high rated like David Silva, it brings our overall team rating up, and we now have a set of green ticks on the requirements. We've fulfilled and met every single requirement in this custom squad building challenge, which we can now submit and receive our rewards. This is the point I'm trying to get across to you guys, is that you will be discarding these players. They will be just gone out of your club in return for the rewards, and sometimes the requirements are gonna mean that you're gonna need to stick someone relatively high rated in. So my thinking behind David Silva is that he's had a massive pace decrease. He is a downgrade from last year. He's still a very high rated player, but typically a couple of weeks into the game, he's nowhere near as expensive as some of the more popular players from the league. Take a Kevin De Bruyne, for example, who is also 87 rated. He's going to be way more expensive than David Silva, because everyone knows that on FUT, De Bruyne just works better than someone like Silva does. So I've pressed the submit button, and we are now on this screen right here, which tells us we are reviewing the rewards that we're going to get. For the Luiz challenge, we need to exchange this squad to earn the rewards on the right hand side. And by submitting these items, they will be removed from my club. So they will be discarded. You guys need, well, I've said it loads of times throughout this video. You will be discarding the players there. So don't stick in your Ronaldo or your Royce or your Bale or anything like that that's worth more than the actual rewards. As long as your rewards outdo the stuff you're putting in, you're in profit, right? Which is always a good thing. So if we submit this, we will receive a special David Luiz, 50,000 coins and a pack in the store, which is brilliant. Let's do it. And there you have it, back in the squad screen now. I mean, I haven't got all of the graphics on FIFA 17, so I couldn't make it so he dropped into the club like he normally would. So I'm showing you like the player bio as if he was in my club. But the squad building challenge is complete, and we have received a sick looking David Luiz, a boost from his regular item, which is going to be 84, of course. We've seen that in the ratings reveal. And of course, nowadays he's going to have a Chelsea badge, because he has just signed back for Chelsea in a bit of a shock move from PSG, in my opinion. He's going to be tearing up the Premier League once again, and as you can see, also in the club, we've been gifted that 50,000 coins, and there would also be a pack in the store as well, if this challenge was a real thing, which of course it isn't. But I've really had a lot of fun creating the graphics and making this custom video for you. I wanted to show you in a way that wasn't just screenshots from a video that EA have released, a way that squad building challenges are going to work. So that's what I've done today, and I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, I'd appreciate your thumbs up on the video, and of course if you would subscribe to my channel if you are new. Let me know if you'd like me to do this again over the next few days, because I'd more than happily do it. I've really had a lot of fun making it, so let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Have an amazing day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.